Okay, let's continue with our exploration of this script. We're now going to get data from the World Bank. We're going to get these five variables here. So this is our list of five variables. And then we run the wdim command. We're going to get the values of these variables for the years 1970 through 2018. So this will be a panel data set. So we'll be getting 48 years worth of data. So that's here. So we have all the countries of the world times the 48 years. That's why we have 13,034 observations. We're going to rename the variables. We're going to subset to not. So the exclamation mark means not have the aggregates, just have the countries, and then just select the variables that we want. Notice that we have the ISO C3 variable here, which is the the International Standard Organization three-letter country code. So then we can merge by year and by the three-letter country code. So we're going to merge our women's marriage data with the wdim data by the country code and the year. So we run that. We get our merge. So we use left join to merge. So we only want to merge data that's in the left data set, not data that's in the right data set, because there may be countries in the World Bank where we don't have the marriage data for them. So we don't want to include them in our data set. So a left join only includes the observations from the left data set, this one, not from not data that's in the right data set that is not in the left data set. So a country, we could have South Korea here in the World Bank's data set, but they are not in the marriage data set. So we don't want to merge that data in because all the marriage data would be missing. Anyway, so that's our merge. You can type in left underscore merge in Google, left join in R, to see how it works and get a better idea how merges works. A key concept in most data analysis. All right, so we got that. Then we're going to filter out the ones where we don't have the population in the World Bank data set. We're going to group by year. We're going to calculate the total population for that year, and then we're going to create a population share. So the country's share of the population for that year, the country's share. So when we add up the marriage rates, we're going to want to weight them by the country's population share. So that's what this is doing. So we should see that Nigeria, for example, if we go over here and look for Nigeria, we'll go and search in the search bar. Nigeria is Africa's largest country. And so its population share we see in the different years is in what year is this? 1990, it's 60%. In 1991, it's 38%. In 2003, it's 26%. Now, it varies from year to year because in 1990, maybe there's only 3 or 4 other countries that were observed in 1990. So Nigeria is getting a big big share there of the countries that we're observing, because we're only maybe observing fewer countries than it looks like in most cases. Nigeria's population is about 20 to 25%, which is presumably closer to, I think Nigeria is getting close to 200 million. So it's about 20% of the African population, which is about a billion. So that makes sense. So that's our weighted our weight. And notice now we're going to group by year, and then we're going to summarize to calculate the mean marriage. We're going to multiply the population share by the data value share, and then calculate the mean of that by group. So we're going to calculate the weighted average of the population, the marriage share weighted by population. So when we run that, here's what we get. For the observations that we have, clearly looks like the marriage rate for 20-year-olds is declining pretty rapidly over the 1970 to 2015-16 period. So that's what we find when we do this. I will stop now and go on to part 3 in a second.